are in Newark, Penn Station. This is where I used to live. I wanted to just show you the bench that I lived on for many years is right here. Not the one facing us, but the one facing the other one. For many years, that's where I lived. 15 years on and off. And these doors behind us, I used to hear opening and closing, and I knew that the cold was outside waiting for me. So that is one of the reasons that I come here to Newark Penn Station, to always remember and to also rescue those. Like I said before, it's about rescuing those that need to be rescued because I've been rescued. So what I do is I come down here and do outreach. But that bench is extremely important to me. That bench is something that I lived on for many years. I will never forget this place. It was home for me. You know, they say home is where the heart is. I guess even if it's a broken heart, I'm not sure. Because I'm not sure also if I was even really living. I consider myself just existing there.
You just said something that was so interesting, that you did the same things that Jimmy did, you know, that he wound up doing.
Or he did the same things I did.
Yeah, that's right. Do you ever harbor, like, did you go ever through a period of like guilt? That feeling like that maybe you set an example?
Oh yeah, especially when my kids were small. You know, because my wife used to come and bring them to see me because me and her wasn't, you know, in good standings. And you can understand, I don't blame her 100%, you know.
So then James grows up and things are good with the boys, and then he starts having these issues. He starts, you know, how did you feel about when he expressed that he thought he was gay when he was in high school?
Well, he never expressed the gay thing to me in any way except after he got married. He never expressed that to me. You know, whether or not he told my wife that in confidence, I don't know. First time I found out about it is after he got married, or it was just before he got married, and we kind of talked him into getting married. You know, I didn't really want him to be, you know, go through all that. And he wanted to get married, which was a mistake, obviously.
Tell me what it felt like those nights when you didn't know where he was, when he was still out there. How did that affect you as the father?
Worrying, you know, that's what you do. You worry about him, you know, because he's on the streets, and you think, you know, something's going to happen to him, you know. That was my only concern, something would happen to him, you know. His lifestyle, I knew I had no influence in changing any of that. He was going to do what he was going to do no matter what you said to him, just like nobody was going to tell me anything. Which I think he almost had the same type of a thing, because when I was away, I wound up getting in trouble and going to lockup. And I was locked up for 2.5 years. And I'm not even going to tell you why, but I had a fight with the cops, whatever. Anyway, while I was in there, I had done an introspection on myself. I quit smoking, I started working out, and I started changing my way of thinking. You know what made me really change? The dictionary. I got hold of a dictionary, and when I was reading, I used to write every word down on a wall, write the definition, look it up. I know words that I don't even use. I mean, I know a lot of words, you know, and it educated me, you know, and that's what happened to him. Because Jimmy's really smart. He was always smart, but now he retains stuff. You know, he's not like deluded from drugs and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He knows, you know, what he has to do now in life, and it's awesome, you know. Yeah.
Did you believe when he started his recovery, when did you know that something in him was different, that there was going to be this huge change in him, that he was going to move from that darkness into the light?
Once we got him into the integrity house and everything, and after 1 or 2 times, I knew. I really did. I knew he was ready to change and ready to move on with a life instead of just existing, you know? Having a life and existing is 2 different things. But I could say overall now, he really, really turned out to be a really great person. He has got such confidence in himself now, and you know, and all he accomplished, he did nothing but elevate himself. I mean, he went from 0 to 100, you know? I mean, very proud of him. He changed everything in his life, only for the better.
Being together now, how does that?
Oh, it's awesome. You know, he can call me 24/7. I'll be there for him, you know? And I know him and my wife are like brother and sister. He's got everything good going for him, you know? He's making his own footprints in the world now. He will go way out of his way to help somebody else. He really, he would be, back in the day, he would be greedy. Everything about me, me, me. Same with me. You don't realize that though. You know, everything is about you. When you're doing drugs and you're a drug addict, it's you. It's you. You're the one that thinks that you deserve all this stuff. I realize that in life, you know. We're not entitled to all that.
What would you tell other dads out there that are, you know, whose kids are still out there? You know, what would you share with them about your experience?
Yeah, don't do what I did. Go after them, get them, scoop them up, bring them in your fold, do whatever you got to do. Don't leave them out there on their own. That's the worst thing you can do, because then you're going to get the phone call or something, and what you don't want.